guys, welcome to another edition of K-Cards Baseball. Thanks for joining me today on this fine Saturday afternoon, wherever you may be. I actually tried making this video last night, but I ran into storage issues. As you guys know, I've kind of complained about that a lot lately, so I just came down to where I had to kind of fix the problem. So I went into T-Mobile today and hopefully got this problem fixed so I can go back to making videos on a regular basis and not having to worry about running out of storage in the middle of a video. So that is pretty exciting. But you guys aren't here for that. What you guys are here is to find out what kind of content we're going to cover today. So this video is going to be kind of a compilation of different types of videos that you guys are used to seeing me do, such as State of the Hobby and Collecting on the Budget and those types of videos. I thought I would take all those different formats and put them all into one and basically make a video going forward every Friday night so that if you guys are interested in this type of content, you guys can tune in on Friday night and check out this video and kind of get up to date as far as the latest hobby news. We're going to also talk about best buys of the week. We're going to talk about new releases that are coming out. Basically do a breakdown as far as those go. And we'll talk about best cards to sell for the week. And finally, we'll end it up with a review of the top 5 pulls that I've had in breaks that I've done this week, which will be kind of a cool little segment. And we'll end up with channel news. So any type of giveaways or upcoming videos that you guys might be interested in tuning into, I'm going to cover that during the channel news at the end of this particular video. So you guys can check that out if you're interested. Alrighty guys, let's kick it off here with hobby news. I don't know if you guys saw the story a couple weeks ago about a collection of baseball cards worth more than $2 million was shipped via FedEx from a company called Memory Lane in Arizona to a Best Western Plus hotel in Brunswick, Ohio. In this collection was very rare sports cards or baseball cards, including 14 rare Cracker Jack cards. There was T206 tobacco cards and 1911 to 1914 Brunner's bread cards. There was also high-grade Mickey Mantle and Roberto Clemente cards and other miscellaneous cards as well. So this company shipped the cards to the Best Western Plus because they were going to be holding a rare baseball card convention. It was called the Strongville Sports Card Convention. Now here is where this story takes a very unusual turn. It was later determined, and the police, through identification and through tracking things down, found out that the cards were actually stolen by a guy named Jacob Paxton, who was actually a desk clerk at the hotel who primarily worked overnights. He basically got caught when he tried to sell the cards at a local card shop. Pretty crazy. Why would you... I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know why a guy would bring cards, which was pretty big news within the hobby, to a local card shop and try and sell the cards. Paxton was arrested and charged with first-degree burglary in relation to the case. The cards were recovered at an acquaintance of Mr. Paxton. They found 52 of the 54 cards. There were still 2 cards missing, valued at $90,000. The cards are, looking it up, they are a PSA 8 Ted Williams play ball card from 1941 and a PSA 5 1909 T204 Walter Johnson card. And as I said, those 2 cards are valued at $90,000, and I will show you those cards here so you can take a look and see what the cards are. Alrighty guys, here are the 2 cards that are currently listed as missing from this particular collection. First up is this 1909 T204 Ramley Walter Johnson in PSA Excellent 5. The next one is the 1941 Play Ball Ted Williams in PSA Near Mint to Mint 8. Hopefully these cards do show up sometime, obviously with a value of more than $90,000. I would imagine that whoever has these cards currently will be looking to get rid of them and possibly make a quick dollar on them. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they are listed sometime on eBay That would be very interesting. Obviously, if the guy that went ahead and stole the cards and tried to sell them at a local card shop, you never know what kind of people are out there. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they do show up on eBay. But obviously, that would be interesting to see how that works out. Moving on to the next big story of the week. Shohei Ohtani recently hit his 176th home run at Dodger Stadium off the New York Mets' Adrian Hauser. The reason why this particular home run was significant is that made him the all-time home run leader in Major League Baseball for a Japanese player, passing Hideki Matsui of the New York Yankees. A gentleman named Jason Patino was the lucky fan that caught that ball and retrieved it. Apparently he had to do quite a bit of fighting over people to get the ball, but he was the lucky one. He said the ball basically rolled in front of him, and he just reached down and grabbed it with about 3 or 4 people climbing on his back trying to get it as well. Of course, as you guys know, anytime a home run of significance is hit at any ballpark, not just at Dodger Stadium, but any ballpark, the club will basically try to do what they can to get the ball back for the particular player. And in this case, as in all the cases, is that the person that retrieves the ball is offered memorabilia, signed memorabilia from the player, whatever from the team. Sometimes they get season tickets from the team, or whatever the case may be. In this case, the person that retrieved the ball declined all of those offers and said that he wasn't getting rid of the ball. A company called Heritage Auctions came in and consigned the ball, probably offered him quite a bit of money to sell the ball on their platform at one of their auction sites. And Heritage Auctions have listed the ball in their Summer Platinum Night Auction pre-sale estimate for $200,000. So that is what the expected value of that particular baseball is. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't really blame the guy. I mean, if he gets a ball that's of that historical significance, I mean, would he rather have $3,000 or $5,000, a signed glove, a bat, and a jersey from Shohei, or the baseball that he can turn around and sell for $200,000 and probably set himself up for quite a bit of time? Not to mention the publicity that he gets out of it. So that ball was worth quite a bit more than what the Dodgers would be able to give him. By the way, as a final note on this particular topic, the ball, the 176th home run ball, will be going up for auction on July 26th, which also happens to be my birthday. So if any subscriber out there would be interested in buying me a really cool birthday present, that would be it. Finally, in hobby news, Heritage Auctions, the same company I just talked about when it came to Shohei Ohtani's 176th home run ball, will also be auctioning off Babe Ruth's jersey that he wore in the World Series of 1932 when he was set to call his shot. We've all seen that iconic photo or video of him pointing to the outfield, telling the Chicago Cubs where he was going to hit his next home run ball. That particular jersey recently sold in 2005 for $944,000. But get this, the estimated value at auction of the jersey is said to be $30 million. It doesn't say when that auction is going to basically take place, but stay tuned. Hopefully I can track that down and let you guys know in a future episode of this particular telecast when that auction is going to be and how much that jersey actually ends up selling for. Alrighty guys, moving on. We're going to talk about release information, and we'll kind of give a further update on 2024 Series 2, which comes out on June 12th. If you watched my video from last Friday, I did cover a lot of the details about the release. We talked about the new inserts. I think there's a total of 6 new inserts, along with the inserts that we are quite used to in the Series 2 or the base set of tops. As I mentioned in my video last week, I'm really looking forward to those Ronald Acuna 40 for 70 cards. I think those will be pretty hot collector items, but it's hard to say now that he blew out his knee and has a torn, I think it's ACL, and out for the rest of the season, so it's hard to see what Ronald Acuna's value is going to be in the coming months ahead. I wouldn't be surprised to see his cards drop a little bit. But that 40 for 70 series, I think will be a pretty decent collector's item. So as we've seen with the blaster boxes, both in Series 1 and also from Update last year, Topps was doing inserts. Last year was the Halloween inserts with the black cats and the pumpkins and all that kind of stuff. Then the spring this year, they did a spring-themed release insert into blaster boxes with flowers and watering cans and all different kinds of stuff. And they are keeping that same process going forward with blaster boxes for Series 2. But for Series 2, they're going to have hot dogs, which is going to be 1 in every 21 blaster packs. There's going to be Statue of Liberty cards, which is basically going to be 1 in every 56 blaster packs. They're going to have beach umbrellas, which are going to be numbered to 50. They're going to have the sun, which is numbered to 10. Fireworks, which is numbered to 5. And the super rare waves, which is going to be 1 of 1 cards. I am not sure what to think of this. It was really cool last year during Update and to some extent in Series 2 with those particular inserts as far as adding more value. But I don't want that to get to the point where we are using those cards to replace the regular inserts that we're all accustomed to in blaster boxes, whether that's purples or aquas or oranges, or you don't really get a lot of reds, but any sort of the regular sequence of number parallels that we get within blaster boxes or hobby boxes for that matter. I think Topps has done a pretty good job of that so far. It seems that within blaster boxes for both Update and Series 1, you still did get a pretty good chance of getting number parallels along with the themed parallel cards that you would get in those particular blaster boxes. So I don't have a problem with it. I think they're just kind of a cool little insert. I imagine that kids, when they get those cards, are pretty excited about it. So that's, at the end of the day, all that really matters within the hobby. Some old guy that's 50 or 60 years old doesn't really care about getting a hot dog card for that is really not that big of a deal, but I think it would be really cool for kids, so I'm glad that Topps is going to continue that going forward. So I did check the Topps website last night to see if they had put out a checklist yet for Series 2, just so I want to get an idea as far as what rookie cards they're going to be putting in Series 2. But that information wasn't available. But I would expect Wyatt Langford, Yamamoto, Shota Umanaga, Jordan Lawler, Pete Crow Armstrong, probably Heston Kierstead, Noel V. Marte. I would expect those players to be in Series 2. So you can look forward to that. I think it's going to be a pretty stacked release for rookies. So I'm really looking forward to that coming out. I did look at the pre-sale prices. Obviously, Topps website is sold out when they put out the pre-release, I think, last Saturday. And they were basically gone right away, as I would expect them to. All the breakers order the product and get it bought up really quick, just so they can get it before the release date of June 12th. But I would expect Fanatics to put it on their website pretty soon. eBay, you can go on there and buy them right now for $120 for a hobby box. I did see some blasters on there selling for $39 to $49, but I wouldn't buy into the pre-sale hype at this particular point. I would just kind of wait till it comes out on June 12th, because I think that you're going to be able to get them for the same price as what we saw in Series 1. It kind of looks like the series is going to be the same. So hobby boxes are going to be your 20 packs with, 14 cards per pack. Blaster boxes are going to be the same content. Jumbo boxes are going to be the same. And I think the price point is going to be the same as well. I don't expect it to be any different. So we will see. Really looking forward to that release on June 12th. And there will be lots of Series 2 to open here on the channel, so definitely be looking forward to that. Alrighty guys, let's move on to the commentary section of this particular video. I was at one of my Target stores earlier this week. As you guys know, I do talk a lot about visiting Targets because I basically spend my entire working week within Target stores, visiting with people and talking about their landscape. But anyways, in this particular Target store, and I'm going to play this video that you're going to see here in a second, they had heritage packs, fat packs, all kind of stacked up on the shelf. The only cards that you see hanging up are ones that I actually put back as I was standing there waiting for my contact person to show up. So this, to me, rang of a situation where someone had went in there and weighed packs of cards. I had heard about this particular situation, or about this practice going on, if you will. I've never actually seen anybody do it. I've just heard that people do it. And to me, it is about the most craziest thing I've ever heard of. The aftermath of a card weigher took every pack of Topps Heritage hanger packs off the shelf and weighed them all up. What is going on here? Even took some big league off. There's one stray Bowman. So this is at one of the Target stores. Something I haven't seen before. Thanks, guys. In my opinion, if you're a hobbyist that is doing that particular practice of bringing a scale in to weigh up packs of cards to possibly find a memorabilia card, then I don't know if you are in the right hobby. I think that there has to be some integrity when a person goes in to buy cards. I've never particularly practiced that or done anything like that. If I'm going in to buy a single pack, right now you can find single packs of Bowman out there. I'm not sitting there feeling up every pack of cards to try and find which one might possibly contain a memorabilia card, because I just don't have the time for that, and to sit there and do that, it makes you kind of look like an idiot. So hopefully, I wouldn't expect any of my subscribers to be doing that type of thing. Like I said, I'd be very interested in your comments on this particular practice. I've never seen it happen. I would be very interested in your experiences if you've ever seen this happen out there, and to find out why people do that. And I just don't know what else to say about it. I mean, memorabilia cards these days, you can go to any card show and buy all the memorabilia cards you want to for $1 to $2. Really, there isn't a lot of value there unless they're a big name memorabilia card. They just don't really have the value that they might have used to. I think a lot of people value autograph cards a lot more than memorabilia cards these days. But again, I would be very interested in hearing your thoughts and ideas on this particular topic. Alrighty, guys, let's talk about the buy of the week. And I would list my buy of the week being this guy, Mr. Wyatt Langford. This is a card, a Bowman First, a draft card that I picked up at a card show, I think in February or March, for $10 or $15. I really can't remember. And as we all know, the players that have been called up this year, Jackson Chourio, Holiday, Wyatt Langford, Henry Davis, are all players that are really, really struggling. The only ones that are carryovers from last year, Ellie De La Cruz, Sal Frelick to some extent, are players that are actually doing fairly well. But these players that are just called up are having a very difficult time adjusting to major league hitting. I think Wyatt Langford has one home run on the year, and that was an inside the park job at the beginning part of the year. Since then, he's kind of struggled a little bit. But is that a long-term deal? Is he forever going to struggle? I don't think so. I think the kid is too talented, and I think ultimately he's going to have a heck of a major league career. So right now, I think is a really good time to get in on his card. You can get his PSA 10 Chrome for around $50. I think his paper is actually around $35. So it is a really good time to buy his card. Even this card that I bought for $10 or $15, right now you can buy it raw all day long for $8 to $10. I even saw one sell for $5.50. So it is time to buy Wyatt Langford. Again, if you're interested in the long-term game with him. I wouldn't expect you guys to be able to sell back and get your money back on investing in him until sometime next year, when hopefully he kind of turns it around and steps it up a little bit. The sell of the week, as we all know, Paul Skeens has just been hot since he came up. Pretty much what we expected him to do. He did dominate the minor leagues, and being called up to the majors really hasn't changed his ability to get batters out. I don't know if I think he's only given up one earned run so far and gotten a crazy amount of strikeouts. So his cards have basically doubled in the last 2 to 3 weeks since his call-up. This card, this stained glass card, I bought at a card show for $5, I think, in February. Right now it's selling for around 20, 15 to 20. And this SGC 9.5 paper Bowman Draft from last year is currently selling for about $38 on eBay. I bought this card 2 months ago for, I think, 18. So it is time to sell Paul Skeens, but is it really? I don't know where his ceiling is. Maybe he might just get better, and maybe these card values will continue to go up. We've all seen what's happened this year with Gunnar Henderson. Last year, he was probably the hottest rookie at the time. I bought into the hype a little bit last year on Gunnar, and I did sell a autographed card of his from Topps Chrome last year, numbered to $4.99. I sold it for $300. I kind of regret it at this particular point because I think it's worth a lot more, and I think the value will continue to go up, especially if he becomes the most valuable player in the league, which he may very well be. He's tied or leading the home run chase and in the top in batting average. I think he's around 300 in batting average and OPS, so he's having a crazy good year, and I think it will just continue to get better down the road. Alrighty guys, let's move on to the top 5 pulls from this week, from packs that I have opened this week. As you guys know, I did open a a display box of 2023 Topps Chrome Platinum. Pretty fun rip. I would highly endorse it. We picked up a couple number cards, which we'll talk about here in a minute. I also did open up the second half of this display box of Bowman, and I did get some great cards out of that. We'll talk about those cards here in a minute as well. So first up, number 5 on the list is the Sebastian Walcott that came out of a Bowman pack. It is a pink fuchsia, numbered to 199. So that was a really good pull. So that's number 5 on the list. We also did pull this Alberto Rios pink fuchsia as well, numbered to 199. This card is actually numbered 199 out of 199, so it was the last card in the run. So that was a really good pull. I pulled them out of the sleeves just so I didn't have the glare issue when I showed these cards. Next up is a Nolan Jones Gold rookie card, numbered, number 5 out of 50, which was pulled out of 2023 Topps Chrome Platinum. Pretty cool card there. Actually, these are really beautiful cards. I might actually pick up another blaster. They're currently selling at about $29.99 at Target. I think the mega boxes are $50, so I might pick up another blaster. I'm not that interested where I'm going to go and buy a mega box, but I think it's a pretty cool rip for a blaster. Finally, I did get number 2 on the list, Miguel Cabrera, blue, numbered to 100. This is number 55 out of 100 on the Miggy card. He was obviously in this product because last year was his last year in baseball. He did retire at the end of the year. Soon to be Hall of Famer Miguel Cabrera. So I am going to go ahead and hold on to that card because it's a last year edition. Finally, the last card which we got out of Bowman display box was this rookie card of John Wimmer. It is an on-card auto chrome Bowman first card, so that was the best pull of the week out of the display box. I didn't expect to get an autograph card out of the display box, so I was pretty excited to get that card. And if you watch that video, the display box cost me $150. I know a hobby box basically is selling currently. You might get it on blowout cards for like $275. And in that display box, I did get, 4 numbered cards on an auto. Out of a hobby box, you might get 3 numbered cards, and definitely you'll get an auto out of a hobby box. So I think the display box was actually a better value than a hobby box would be. So if you're interested in looking at the cost of a hobby box or a display box, or even buying 5 or 6 blasters, I think you're going to be going to have a better bet of getting your money back and getting some better cards out of display boxes and also the blaster boxes. Alrighty guys, finally we're at the end. We're going to talk a little bit about channel news. Tomorrow night on the channel, either tomorrow night or Monday night, I should say. I do have to travel next week, but I'm going to make a huge finds video. I did actually post a huge finds video a couple of weeks ago, but it got really messed up, to be honest with you. I had copyright issues, so I went in and tried to fix the copyright issues, and when I did, I really screwed it up, so I went in and deleted the video, hoping to fix my edits and repost it. But when I deleted the video off of YouTube, I did completely lose the video. But it was really good content, and I did like a lot of the cards that I did find in a box in my closet, so I decided to remake that video. I am going to do that either tomorrow night or Monday night. Most likely tomorrow night, actually. And post it maybe on Monday. So keep an eye out for that. Lastly, we did make a video earlier this week announcing this 600 subscriber giveaway. So once we get to 600 subscribers, we're going to be giving away this blaster box of 2024 Bowman. Pretty exciting to give away these cards. And like I said, that'll happen once we get to 600 subscribers. Basically, it's going to work the same as what has worked the past few hundred milestones that we got to. Once we get to 600 subscribers, I'm going to make a video announcing the 600 subscriber giveaway. And any current subscriber that puts their comments in the comment section down below to either that video or the video I made earlier this week announcing the giveaway for the 600 subscribers will be entered into the random drawing for that particular blaster box. So you can go ahead and get your comments in. I'd greatly appreciate it. Please try and put a little bit of thought behind your comment. I've had some really nice viewers or subscribers out there, basically give me the congratulations, which I greatly appreciate, and you can definitely do that. That'll get you into the drawing for these cards. But I would also appreciate some sort of thought behind the comment, maybe some things you like about the channel, things that you'd like to see improve, any sort of content suggestions, or general feedback as a rule. So anyways, guys, I think that is it for tonight. Hopefully you guys like this video. Like I said, I plan on continuing this series pretty much every Friday night going forward, doing these little news segments, because I think it puts out some good information to you guys, and kind of fun to do too. So look forward to that pretty much on Friday nights going forward. That is all I got tonight. Thanks, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. I would greatly appreciate it, and we will talk to you guys later.